Lewis Hamilton will start the Dutch Grand Prix in fourth after a dramatic qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton feels Toto Wolff is being highly optimistic in his suggestion the Brit was on course to take pole before Sergio Perez crashed at the end of qualifying for the Dutch Grand Prix. The final qualifying session was all set up to be a straight shootout between Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes for pole position. For the first time all season, the three leading F1 teams were neck and neck for one-lap pace. It was a huge improvement for Mercedes, who were almost 2 seconds per lap slower than Max Verstappen last week in Spa, but both Hamilton and George Russell were painstakingly denied the chance of running for pole in the dying seconds of Q3. Due to the fast evolutions of the Zandvoort track, Mercedes opted to come out last and take advantage of the extra speed available later in the session. The decision backfired though, as Perez, who was running just ahead of the Mercedes duo, crashed out at the final corner. Both Russell and Hamilton were then forced to back off their hot laps due to the yellow flags in the third sector. Hamilton had been the quicker of the two in the early stages of the lap, with Toto Wolff pointing out the Brit was a tenth up on Verstappen and Leclerc. Wolff indicated that pole was Hamilton's to lose heading into the final sector, but the seven-time world champion didn't agree. "I think that's highly optimistic," he said. "I think that was still a bit too quick. But I think front row was possible. But judging by Mercedes' pace all weekend, they should be able to fight with Red Bull and Ferrari on the track on Sunday." Mercedes topped the timesheet in FP1 on Friday before matching Ferrari later in the day, and Hamilton admits there is a feel-good atmosphere around the team this weekend that wasn't there a week ago. "We're much happier coming in this weekend to have a car that's potentially fighting for a front row," he said. "I don't understand how, one weekend it can be so far off and the next weekend, all of a sudden, we're right there. So I think it's confusing for sure. But lots of positives to take from today. I think if we hadn't had the yellow flag we'd have been hopefully potentially fighting for the front row, so that's really positive."